Hi.
Give me your heart and I give you my love. Please give me your words that I know I can trust. Please give me all your love, baby. I said, give me your heart and I give you my love. Please give me your words that I know I can trust. Please give me all your love, baby.
What's up? What do you do?
Oh my god. Live delivery story.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jeez. Okay, so this is gonna be done with a twist. I'm gonna be telling the story, but in the middle of the story, I'm gonna be quizzing Arthur on how good he is when it comes to just knowing the female anatomy and what happens. Mind you, Arthur knows these things, but his memory is that of an omena, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he's not gonna remember. Okay, so for every question that he gets wrong, we have a few devices here that he's going to partake of. And for every question he gets right, which I'm sure he won't get any, I have to take something. So there's a raw egg. He has to crack one in his mouth. And okay, this is not mine.
As yours, Peggy to try it, you're cracking it.
Nah, what
I'll
else?
crack it for you.
Show them the rest.
Oh, it's showing the rest.
Yeah.
There's like
Cinnamon.
A spoonful. There's
Ginger.
a spoonful. There's
Apple and cinnamon tea bag. Like, literally cut it open and eat of the content.
yeah,
And
half a tomato. That's
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
just
use
nasty.
tomatoes.
you know,
That's really weird.
they should be
That.
cooked. Why am I eating a raw tomato? Like a fruit.
Healthy.
Is it a fruit or a vegetable?
So
Clearly we know who's winning. Without further ado though, let's begin. Okay, so I gave birth 2017 February 13th, 39 weeks pregnant. Babe, is that considered full term, or did I give birth after or before my due date?
39 weeks.
Yeah, is that the weeks it's supposed to be?
Okay, these are trial questions.
No, it's not.
No,
You've started.
This you haven't.
It's
started.
39 weeks before, after the time the number of weeks you're actually supposed to give birth. I'm waiting.
39 weeks
Yeah.
before.
Hey, smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 1 week before you're. I mean, idealistically supposed to give birth at 40 weeks, but you know it's not actually that common. So I was 39 weeks, yes, and I did not go into labor naturally. I was induced, meaning that they actually had to give me medicine to get it going. And why this happened is, okay, so I had gone to my auntie's house because I live so far. So I had gone to my auntie's house like for the last 2 weeks because I'm like, hey, I'm about to give birth. Let me just be near the hospital. So then it was on a Saturday night. I started losing my vision, my friends. Hey, I'm literally seeing stars. My cousin is showing me things on his phone and I'm like, yo, I can't see. It's like one huge blob of blurriness. And then I had such a bad headache. I was like, this is not happening. How am I still not having perfect vision? So I called my mom and she's like, hey, you guys go to the hospital. Actually, she called my gynecologist and my gynecologist was like, yo, I'm at the hospital. Tell her to come. This was Nairobi Hospital. So anyways, we get our stuff and we go. Me, I'm thinking this is gonna be like, the doctor's gonna be like, give me a Panadol or something. So I reached and she's like, okay, first let's give you something for your head. So she gave me medicine for headache. Then I threw it up. So she's like, that's really weird, yeah? Sometimes you throw up when you're in labor. So let me check how far you're dilated. What does that mean?
Dilated.
Yeah.
Got this one.
Okay.
Dilated is how wide the vagina gets.
Vagina.
Kids come out of vaginas, yeah?
Yeah, but it's not the vagina that dilates.
Cervix.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually so shocked.
guys.
I'm actually so shocked.
I'm not eating any of those.
Okay.
Wait. By the way, when I got a question right, she was meant to have something.
No.
Silvio, look at you here. No wonder you're skipping through them so fast when I'm getting them right, eh?
Okay, fine.
Okay, wait.
A tomato.
A tomato.
Yeah.
You have to eat the whole half.
No, I'm not gonna eat.
You're going to
A
eat
bite.
the whole half.
A bite.
No, the whole half. Because
Okay.
I've answered 2 questions.
Let me. Nah.
Okay,
Let me take ginger.
We'll have a spoon of ginger.
Yeah, and not a full big. Why did you bring a tablespoon?
You said a spoon.
Teaspoon. I'll put half of that.
It's me putting.
Is that ginger?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's ginger, guys.
Phew. I can't even stand tangawizi soda.
Yes.
That's too much. I can't. I'll die.
You won't die.
I'll
It's
die.
okay.
Okay, I've got this. Because you got a question right.
Yeah.
I forgot the water. Is this healthy? Is this legal? Will I die? Does this have to be cooked? Oh my god.
Oops. Are you okay? I have gingerbread.
Where was I?
The doctor gave you.
She checked me how far I was dilated.
Yeah.
Guys, that process is not cute. Let me just tell you. This was like, it's not cute. They literally have, like, she has to stick her fingers in and check like this, like to see how far it is.
Fingers on my hand. You've done this.
Okay, not the whole hand, obviously. Jeez. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable and very painful. So then she tells me, yo, your cervix is closed, you've not dilated, but because she checked my blood pressure, and she's like, why you thought it was normal yesterday was because it seems normal, but that's actually high for you because in your whole pregnancy you've never had blood pressure that high. So she's like, with blood pressure we don't play, and 39 weeks your baby is already formed, he's just growing fat, so let's induce you. So I was like, great, this is happening now. So they're like, yeah, let's admit you, and yeah. So anyways, I got admitted, and then they told me that they were going to induce me using pills. I don't know what they're called, but 3 of them. She said, we'll try once, twice, thrice. If you've not dilated or started labor by that time, then we'll call it a failed induction, and we have to take you for a C-section. At this point, I was like, no thanks. I don't want to have a C-section. What's a C-section? I know you know that one. Don't answer it.
What's a C-section?
I don't want to eat something. You know what a C-section is.
It's
Do you know what a C-section is?
I know what a C-section is.
Okay, then don't answer it because I don't want to eat something else. So anyways, they inserted the first pill. You don't drink it. They insert it into your vagina. It's supposed to like open up your cervix. So obviously cramps started. Like I started feeling like, okay, this is happening. But by the time the evening came, nothing had happened. So they did the second one. Still, I'm just in pain. I'm getting contractions, but they're not as intense, and it's just painful, and I'm just feeling sore. I'm just feeling like I'm being told to walk. It's not a nice process. And then people are coming in, coming out. They've already given birth, and I'm like, this is crazy. And mind you, it's even more intense because my labor didn't happen naturally. I was induced, so it's like you've interrupted, like, it's not at its natural time, you get. So it was like so intense. So anyway, they put in the third one at like 3 a.m. now on Monday, and then still it didn't work. No, I think I was like 3 centimeters by the third one. So then my gynecologist came to check me, and she's like, okay, we'll put for you.
I was just showing them. Okay.
So she came and did a membrane sweep. Babe, what's a membrane sweep? This is after the third pill, and I was 3 centimeters.
Membrane sweep.
Yeah.
That's like when they sweep the membrane.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a membrane?
Membrane. It's like a skin thingy.
Okay, just pick an egg. Okay, pick whatever you want. I feel like I have a headache from that ginger.
I'll try the cinnamon challenge.
Okay, do
Let's
it.
do this.
Let me put.
You're putting for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, she thinks I'm a wuss. This is it.
I know you'll be crying just by the minute your tongue touches
First,
it.
you tell me what a membrane sweep is.
No, eat it first.
Okay. Here goes.
You're with us.
Yeah.
Are you actually gonna swallow it? Okay, so a membrane sweep is literally she dislodges your amniotic sac from your cervix. She literally disconnects it. It was, and in my head I thought she was
Say
just
that again.
literally your amniotic sac where the baby is, she disconnects it from the cervix because it's resting on the cervix. So she,
Physically with her hand.
yes. And in my head I thought she's just checking my dilation again. Wow, the pain that I felt. You know, the ones where tears are just chugging, you're not even crying, but tears are coming out. Bruh. I still remember that pain. Anyway, so she did that. It was supposed to speed things up. So at this point, the contractions have now started. It's deep and I'm being told to walk. You're encouraged to walk so that you can, gravity can take its place and the baby can bear down and it can go on faster. So time passed and everything. I'm in labor and then they put for me a drip. Now that one is where they insert something over here, a drip. I actually felt it's like cold, like going up your veins. That one is the one that did the trick. Like I thought I was in labor before, but when that happened, Jesus, my mind just left. It was too much. And I was that chick during my pregnancy who was like, the key is just to breathe, okay? You don't need to scream. I don't understand why people scream. And my sister was just looking at me like, okay. Hey, it was bad. And then on top of that, they give you, in Nairobi Hospital, I don't know about all hospitals, but they give you a laxative.
Oh no.
Yeah, they give you a laxative so that you don't like take a dump when you're giving birth, when you're pushing, because that happens. Like it's a normal occurrence when you're pushing, you poo-poo on the table. So Nairobi Hospital usually gives you a laxative before so that you can diarrhea before before you have to push. So anyways, me, I took mine, but for some reason it didn't completely exit my system. Like not all of this exited my system. No, like, not all of it exited. Apparently, not when I was pushing.
Oh.
Like now,
What?
okay. So after I got the drip, I'm in pain. Those ones of like I'm not knowing myself anymore. I'm just hearing people coming back and forth. My auntie was the one rubbing my back. She was just like, "You can do this." I'm like, C-section. She's like, "Nuru, you can't have a C-section. You will take a long time to heal." I'm like, "No, I want a C-section." Dude, no one was even giving me anything for the pain. And I'm hearing women over here with oxygen masks and whatnot to help them with the pain. And I'm like, yo, this is so unfair. Anyways, ati dawa ni kuleta mtoto. I'm like, I don't want to know that. Routinely the nurses come to check your dilation. So I think at this point I was like 7 centimeters. I'm screaming at this point. My auntie's telling me breathe. I'm telling her this is not the one for breathing. I'm telling her I can't walk. I can't do anything. I'm just like this. Okay. Was this after or before the drip? No, I was 7 centimeters before the drip.
Okay, so before the drip.
I had already reached 7 centimeters.
Okay.
But now when she came to put the drip was like the last result. After she did the membrane sweep and everything else, like I was still in labor, but the drip was the last result. Literally, my doctor put the drip in. By the time she reached the reception, I was at 10 centimeters. Like that never happens. Is it that big? 10 centimeters is not that big. A 15 centimeters ruler is this big. Can you know how big is Kian's head? Is my waist even that big? 10 centimeters is like this, you know?
Yeah. I did this.
You did this. Anyway, so literally that's like unheard of. People were shocked. So obviously now it was my turn. I was telling my auntie, yo, feel like taking a dump, is where it is. And she's like, don't push, because before the doctor comes and sees exactly what's happening, if you push, you might injure the baby and you could die. This thing is actually a risk, by the way. Giving birth is a freaking miracle. So anyways, I'm like, yo, at this point, have you ever been constipated and then you're just feeling like, you know that feeling? You know?
No, you're feeling like, huh?
Like it's like gravity is taking its place, but it's so painful and you can't push it back in, and you're being told not to push, but it feels like that's just what's naturally occurring. So trying to fight that, you can't relate.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just the worst feeling ever. And she's like, don't push, just wait. Because in her head, she's like, dude, you're 7 centimeters just now. There's no way you're ready to give birth, so don't push. Yeah. Nature took its course.
You pushed.
Yeah. I pooed on the table.
Oh.
Yeah. Wasn't pretty, because now after this my auntie started pushing the bell like it was emergency now, so like so many nurses came and everything. When I tell you this thing is invasion of privacy, like your vagina is not your own and your whole body is not your own. In fact, when they were giving me the laxative, it's not an oral one, they have to put it in your butt. So it's just like a lot of invasion. I don't understand how people even have male gynecologists. I'm sorry, it's uncomfortable as it is with a woman. It's bad, literally. So anyway, now they're trying to call my doctor, who had decided she's going to take a stroll back to her office, because I mean it's gonna be a bit of a while. So everyone now starts rushing. Oh my god. So they clean me up. Literally, they have to wipe you, and then they put for me a new gown. All the while I'm feeling like pushing. I'm being told, Nuru, don't push. I'm like, it feels like it's just coming out. Like I can feel the head. Anyways, so Nairobi Hospital also has a policy where they make you walk to the delivery room, because now you're in the labor ward, but they make you walk to the delivery. It's not far, but just to help gravity take its place, so that by the time you're there, it's just a matter of pushing and you're done. So anyways, they made me stand up while I was still on the drip. I had crochet braids, but by now my lines were here because I had pulled them. So anyway, I walked. I didn't care who was looking, and then my mom was chased out because I don't know, I think she was just too emotional. So it was only my auntie who was there. So my auntie was there, the pediatrician had been called to receive the baby, and then my gynecologist and the nurses, a few student nurses and everything. It was like Grey's Anatomy, it was so weird. So anyway, now I lie down on the table, and then she's like, okay, Sasa. Literally, when I tell you it feels like you're taking a dump, it does. In fact, at some point I'm like, is the baby coming out of my vagina or my butt? Like, that's how it feels. It's really weird. But at that moment, I wasn't even getting scared of tearing, because I'm just like, I just need this baby out. When some people say pushing is the hardest part, but for me it was not hard. It was not even, apart from the contractions, the actual act of pushing was not so painful. I guess I was just overwhelmed by more pain. I think I pushed in like 10 minutes, if not less.
Hey.
So yeah, she's like, so they hold your legs up like this, and then they tell you, okay, push now. When you feel a contraction, you push. So every time I felt a contraction, now they were like every 30 seconds, I would push. So I pushed. Next thing I see, a baby just swimming out of me. He was like blue. I don't know why he was blue by the, I think oxygen something. Anyway, he was fine. So they cut the umbilical cord, and then now they make you deliver something else. After the baby has come out, what do they make you push out?
I know this one.
Yeah.
I know this one.
Literally, she'll just tell you, push, give me a small push again, while she's pressing your stomach. But this time the baby had already come out. He was crying, he was fine.
I know what it is. The one was just disappeared. For real, I'm dead serious.
Okay, so pick something.
No, I know what it is. I know what it is. She sent me a photo.
No, I didn't. Of what?
What's it called? The thing you
of
push.
mine. I sent you a
not
photo.
yours. No,
oh,
not yours.
Hey, don't traumatize
Just,
people. Well,
no,
guys,
she sent me a photo of one that just for me to see.
Or from Google. Yes, but you don't know the name, so.
I know the name.
Nah, take something.
Take what?
An egg. A raw egg. And you have to swallow it. You just crack it open and swallow it.
You want me to crack it open in my like? In
Yeah,
my mouth, like
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Just because I don't know what that thing
You
is.
don't know what it's called.
I
do
know
you?
what it's called. Okay, can I describe it?
No,
Yeah.
that's not what we agreed.
It's like on the wall, and then it helps feed the baby.
Okay.
That thing.
Yes.
It's that one.
Yes.
Guys, you want to tell me what it is?
A placenta.
Yeah, placenta.
Nah, you take the egg.
What? See, I said placenta.
I've just said it, you idiot. What are you
I
talking?
described it.
Yeah, but you didn't say. Take the egg. Yeah.
What if I did it and then it doesn't pour in my mouth?
Where will it pour?
What if it pours?
You have to aim.
Okay. I can't do this.
Tilt your head.
Let me tilt my head.
Yeah, so that you crack it in. Oh my god, this is happening. Oh my god. Okay, do it.
It's not
No,
cracking.
no, it's
Check,
cracked.
It's
Stop
not
being an
cracking.
idiot.
It's not cracking.
It's cracked.
It's refused to crack.
Babe, do it. Oh my god. You swallowed it. Are you gonna throw up?
Ah,
You.
placenta.
Yeah, that was it. I gave birth. In like 10 minutes, I was talking to my sister on the phone, and she's like, "Wait, how are you still talking?" But yeah, when they say the pain goes immediately, it goes. And turns out, I didn't tear, but she gave me an episiotomy. You know what an episiotomy is, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So when you're giving birth, there's a chance that you might tear, obviously, because it's ahead, especially if it's your first birth. So if you tear and they don't give an episiotomy, you might tear all the way to your anus. And that's bad. That's how you get fistula. It's not pretty. It's bad. So what an episiotomy is...
What, fistula?
Like if you tear all the way to your butt. Like, because the holes are not far. So when you're pushing and the baby is bearing down and it tears, there's a chance that it may tear straight down. So it's just like one giant hole. It's bad. You can die. People die from that.
I've just had a raw egg, yeah.
Anyway, so an episiotomy is when your doctor literally cuts you to the side so that when it pushes, there's no way it can go all the way straight. So that's what she did to me. So afterwards, she numbed me and then she stitched me.
That was her pregnancy story.
Not my
guys.
pregnancy story. That was my labor and delivery story.
And that was her labor and
delivery story.
Guys.
That was her labor and delivery story.
Yeah.
If that was not enough contraception for you guys, I don't know what will be. You just don't want to do that. Seriously.
Not until you're ready.
For real. You don't want to have to go through that. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Right, anyways, guys.
We'll see you in the next video.
You see
Thanks for watching.
My haircut.
Oh, but it doesn't look so bad now.
Done by the lovely.
Eh.
Lovely. Yeah. For all those guys who are laughing at me, yeah? Are you seeing now?
It looks better. It looks nice. So am I officially cutting your hair from now on?
Yeah, sure.
I promise to watch more tutorials.
Yeah.
And anyways, we'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.